Good evening, and I welcome you, students. We are already studying the fundamental unit of life, and last time we have shown you, students, that cell has walls around it. Plasma membrane we have discussed. We have discussed the cell walls in the plants. Now we are going to go further on the topic of the fundamental unit of life. Before that, we will have a meditation and breathing for 2 minutes before we begin our session. What this time we are going to do, we will close our eyes, stay relaxed on the chair, inhale from the left and exhale from the right. Inhale from the right nostril, exhale from the left nostril. Alom Vilom will be done 3 times. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes, sit comfortably. Sit comfortably. Your feet are touching the ground. Relax, relax the entire body. There should be no tension at any part of the body, no tension at any part of the body. And I am closing my right nostril closed, and I will begin when I say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale from the left nostril. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left nostril. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right nostril. Exhale from the left. 2 more rounds. Inhale from the left. Exhale from the right. Last round. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Become aware of your surroundings. Rub your palms. You will see heat energy being produced. Gentle massage your eyes, your face, your cheeks, your nose. Gentle massage, eyes, eyebrows, forehead, your ears, your neck, cheeks, face, your head. And gently open your eyes with smiles and pay gratitude to the universe, to the God, for all the things you have. Come back. All right. I hope you are relaxed now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are back. Last time we have told you about the cell walls. We are going further. Let us see what we have today. Very, very important. We are setting up our goal. What we want to learn today, we will be studying the cytoplasm and we will be studying some cell organelles. That is our target today. In every lecture, we set up a target that we will study this and we study that. So today's topic is, first you can see on the board, cytoplasm. What we are talking, that the cell, which the fundamental unit of life. Then you have seen there is a nucleus in the cell, and we have seen what are the structure of the nucleus, what are the functions of the nucleus. Last time you have seen that the then we have discussed with you last time the important cell wall, nucleus, and we have prokaryotic cell. Now we are talking of cytoplasm. What is a cytoplasm? It is a thick solution that fills each cell. and is enclosed by a cell membrane. There is a thick solution inside the cell, and there is a cell membrane. Membrane is very important because it will provide protection. It is mainly composed of what it contains. It is mainly composed of water, salts, and proteins. All the organelles in eukaryotic cells, such as nucleus, endoplasmic reticum, and mitochondria, are located in the cytoplasm. Your cell does so many activities, so many functions it does for you, and the cell has got organelles in it to perform different functions. We will see what functions are being performed by different components of the cell. For example, in eukaryotic cells of the animals and plants, what you have, nucleus is there, er is there, mitochondria are there. They are present in the cell, they are present in a thick solution, that fills each cell. Each cell has a thick solution in which these organelles are present. These are the organelles. There are more organelles which we will study. So we important point is, you will see, we are now studying what is the structure of the cell, what is cell made up of, what are the different organelles of the cell, how they are present inside the cell. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like semi-liquid structure occupying most of the inside of the cell. So most of the inside of the cell is jelly-like semi-liquid, which is cytoplasm. It occupies the space between cell membrane and the nucleus. You have seen last time we have told you what is nucleus. In nucleus is present inside this, and it is present outside the nucleus and the cell membrane. Under a microscope, it appears to be colorless. It appears to be colorless, partially transparent, somewhat watery, It is a living part of the cell. It is a living part of the cell. And all the life functions take place in the cytoplasm. Very important. The cytoplasm has organelles in which are taking place life functions. We are living, we are breathing, we are eating, and every part of our body needs energy. Every part of the body needs food, nutrients. So what is happening? We are made up of cells, and the cell has got cytoplasm outside the nucleus, inside the cell membrane. The living cytoplasm is always in a state of motion. Living cytoplasm. It is in a state of motion. The cytoplasm contains many important tiny structures called organelles which perform various life functions. You see that we are multicellular organ, and different cells have to perform specialized different type of functions, and therefore we have organelles which will perform these functions. What is important? We have told you there is a nucleus in the cell, and outside the nucleus, what you find? Outside the nucleus, and closed by cell membrane, what you find?
Cytoplasm.
Cytoplasm. And what will be there in the cytoplasm? It will have organelles. Organelles means there will be different organelles to perform different functions. Organelles which will perform various life functions. They will perform various life functions. So to live, you see that so many things are being made inside the body. Inside the body are the manufacturers. We are only eating food from outside, and everything is taking place inside the cells. The nucleus will be there in cytoplasm, and it is outside the nucleus. And endoplasmic ER mitochondria, they are located in the cytoplasm. Okay. The cytoplasm functions to support and suspend organelles and cellular molecules. What is happening? You can see that this is the cell membrane. This is the nucleus. Nucleus, you see, very largest part, and nucleolus. There are other parts which we will tell you will be labeled. So all this jelly type liquid is there. Jelly type liquid is there. This is cytoplasm, jelly type liquid, as you can see, which is present inside the cell. So many cellular processes also occur in cytoplasm, such as protein synthesis. What is happening? Protein synthesis, the first stage of cellular respiration. First stage of cellular respiration known as glycolysis, mitosis, and meiosis. These are the cellular processes which will take place in the cytoplasm. They take place inside. This is our cell membrane. So here is a picture of the cell and cytoplasm inside the jelly-like material which is present inside the cell. And inside this, you will see different organelles are there. These are different organelles. Different organelles perform different functions for our life processes. So at the cellular level, cellular respiration, glycolysis, mitosis, and meiosis, all these are taking place. Okay. Cell organelles. And we have told you within the cell, there are organelles, they will perform various life functions. What the cell organelles will do? The cell organelles, they are enclosed by the membranes. By the membranes. Cell organelles will have a membrane. So in prokaryotes, beside absence of defined nuclear region, prokaryotes, the membrane bound cell organelles are also absent. We have told you what is the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Which class we belong, prokaryotic or eukaryotic cell?
The eukaryotic cell.
Okay, eukaryotic. Pro means primitive, old, which were mainly what type of molecular were there. So there is no defined nuclear, nucleus, or there is a membrane which is not present in them. And prokaryotic size generally small, 1 to 10 micrometer, and the size of eukaryotic cell is larger. Nuclear region is well defined, surrounded by a nuclear membrane in case of eukaryotic cell, but it is not defined in the case of the prokaryotic cells, primitive, old, earlier. On the other hand, eukaryotic cells have nuclear membrane as well as membrane enclosed organelles. The cell organelles are enclosed in membranes. In the case of eukaryotic cells, the cells which are present in animals, they are eukaryotic cells. The significance of membranes can be illustrated with the example of viruses. You know, viruses, coronavirus. You are talking of coronavirus. There are many viruses. Corona 19 viruses. Viruses lack any membranes. Virus, it comes to which class? It is not an eukaryotic. They have prokaryotic. They do not have any membranes and do not show characteristics of life until they enter a living body, because they do not have their membranes. So the membrane is very, very important. Viruses lack any membranes and hence do not show characteristics of life until they enter a living body and use its cell machinery to multiply. That is the problem with the virus. Okay? The virus does not have any membrane. It does not have a life then itself. But when it will enter the human body, what will happen? A living body, then what will they enter, and they will use its cell machinery to multiply. They will use cell machinery to multiply. So that is the reason it is very difficult to kill the viruses. whatever viruses are there. Once they go inside our body, they will start multiplying it, and they will be living in the body, and they will use our cell machinery, our cell machinery. So what will happen? You know already. You are already facing corona pandemic and second wave. You have just faced how many large number of 4,000, more than 4,000 people were dying every day. So viruses lack membranes. They do not have membranes. So only when they will enter the living body, they will have a life, and then they multiply, multiply. So what we have told you, he says, fill in the gaps in the following table, illustrating the difference between them. Prokaryotic cells, what are they? Size generally small, and size generally small in eukaryotic cells. The nuclear region well defined and surrounded by nuclear membrane. Here, what do you have? In the case of prokaryotic,
Nuclear niche region not well defined.
not well defined. It is not well defined. And in what is the chromosome? Chromosome single, more than one chromosome. Membrane bound cell organelles absent. Here,
Membrane bound cell organelle is present.
membrane bound cell organelles present. Present. So this is important. Eukaryotic cells. So we have started learning the fundamentals of the cell. What is a cell? What are the organelles which are present in cells? And we will study the structures of these organelles. We will also study the functions of these organelles. That's what our major target and goal is today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we want to study today, it's very clear: cell organelles. An organelle is a tiny cellular structure that performs specific functions within a cell. How our body is surviving? So many functions are being performed inside your body. You are eating food, the food is getting digested, it is circulating in the entire body through the blood, and then excretion process is taking place. And they are very, very tiny cells, which we are saying the fundamental units of life, and they are have to perform different functions in order for us to exist. So specific functions are required, and therefore the organelles, there are different organelles for that. You can think of organelles as cells' internal organs. That means when you are saying cell is the fundamental unit, there are internal organs of the cell, of the cell. What is the internal organ of my body? Tell me, what are the internal organs of my body? Can you name some of the organs of the body?
Yes, sir.
What?
Lungs, heart,
Oh,
kidneys.
yes, I have a lung, I have a heart, I have a kidney, I have a digestive system. So all these are what? They are the organs of my body, and there are internal organs of the cell of the body. So what are those? For example, nucleus is the cell's brain. You are saying nucleus. We have a brain, mind. The cell also has a mind. He says that nucleus is very important. So what he's saying, nucleus is the cell's brain, and mitochondria are the cell's heart. You have mitochondria, which are the cell's heart. Cell's heart. Organelles are often enclosed by their own membranes, which divide the cell into many small compartments for different biochemical reactions. Why membrane is required? Can you tell me, students, why you need membrane around each of these organelles?
So that any external microbe doesn't enter like that.
Because there are different biochemical reactions taking place in different organelles. As yet, what is happening inside these membrane organelles, uh, which divide the cell into many small compartments for different biochemical reactions. Different biochemical reactions will take place in different organelles of the cells. Therefore, they have a, what we are saying, they have a membranes. They have their own membranes. Different organelles will have their own membranes. Then only life could be existing. Here we have some information about it. Dekho, what this, if I consider this is my cell, you can see how many things are there. There is a cell membrane. This is the membrane of the cell. Can you see the membrane? This one, whole membrane. The cell has a membrane. And you see the cell nucleus. This is the cell nucleus. This is very large. Cell nucleus inside that. And outside, you can see outside this, what we have, so many organelles. This is your mitochondria, centrosome, endosome, forexome, lyosome, cytoskeleton, cytosol, Golgi apparatus, ribosome, ER, endoplasmic reticulum. So they are all internal organs of the cell. So many internal organs of the cell. And the liquid, jelly type liquid which is there, that is the cytoplasm in which they are present. So you can see so many things. How we know all this now? Do you know how we know all this now? They have been observed by using electron microscope. Is a machine which can see very small size particles. After electron microscope, this information became better and better. Otherwise, it is very difficult to know and observe these. They are being observed by electron microscope. What I'm saying, electron microscope are used to observe it. Okay, very good then. Every cell has a membrane around it to keep its own contents separate from the external environment. Every cell has a membrane so that its own contents are separate from large and complex cells, including cells from multicellular organisms, need a lot of chemical activities to support their complicated structure and function. The cells are working inside your body. They may need complicated structure and have functions to perform. So a lot of chemical activity is going on inside you, the cells of your body. They are not silently sitting. So much work, so much function is being done there. To keep these activities of different kinds, different kind of activities are going on. They separate from each other. These cells use membrane-bound little structures of or organelles within themselves. So these cells will do what? They have membrane-bound structures and organelles are present within the cells. This is one of the features of eukaryotic cells that distinguish from prokaryotic cell. Some of these organelles are visible only with an electron microscope, I told you. They are so small that they cannot be visible by microscope, but electron microscope is used to see them because they are very small, very small. So what is the need of the membranes for these? Now you know why membrane is required.
Yes, sir.
To keep their own content separate from the external environment. within the body. So membrane bound little structures are there which are different from the prokaryotic cells. One important part of the inside the cell, organelle of the cell, important organelles of the cell we are studying, endoplasmic reticulum ER. This is a important organelle of the cell. ER, which we call as endoplasmic reticulum, is large network of membrane bound tubes and sheets. It looks like long tubules or round or oblong bags which are called vessels. ER membrane is similar in structure to plasma membrane. So there is a membrane also outside it, which is the similar to plasma membrane. There are two types of ER. How many types? Two types of ER. Endoplasmic reticulum. One is smooth reticulum and one is rough. What are the two types? Rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, RER. And second, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, what we call as SER. RER looks rough under a microscope because it has particles called ribosomes attached to its surface. Why it looks rough? You know why it
Because
looks?
because of ribosomes.
It contains ribosomes. Ribosomes are attached to its surface. When ribosomes are some molecules attached to its surface, it looks rough. The ribosomes are present in all active cells, are the sites of protein manufacture. What happens here? Protein manufacture. They are the sites of protein manufacture. You know, you need proteins to build your muscles. So they are being done inside your body, proteins, which are present in all are the sites of protein manufacture. Protein manufacture is taking place. The manufactured proteins are then sent to various places in the cell depending on the need using the ER. What you said, eat more protein. Where the protein will go inside the body, you know, you need proteins. Where it is being manufactured in RER, what they are doing, there are ribosomes. There is a protein manufacture, and then it will be sent to the where it is required, sites where it is required. So protein manufacture is going on inside the ER, endoplasmic reticulum. The SER helps in manufacture of fat molecules. This is SER. What it is doing? It is manufacturing the fat molecules which are required. Body has so many requirements. You see, fat molecules are required, lipids, and important for cell function. They are very important for cell function. Some of these proteins and lipids help in building the cell membrane. Even the membrane of the cell is made up of these fats and lipids. This process is known as biogenesis. What is biogenesis? What is biogenesis? What is biogenesis? Proteins and lipids help in building the cell membrane. How the cell membrane is built from proteins and lipids. What they do? They build the
Cell membrane.
cell membrane. The cell has a membrane which is built by these proteins and lipids. Some other proteins and lipids function as enzymes. You also have enzymes in the body. These are mainly enzymes are mainly proteins and lipids. There are different type of enzymes out there in the body, so you need different type of proteins and lipids. All organic compounds they are required. Lipids as enzyme and hormones. Hormones and hormones. So some other proteins and lipid function as enzymes and hormones. Although ER varies greatly in appearance on different cells, it always forms a network system. This ER always forms a network system. But it always forms a network system. Note it down, note down everything, students. Note down everything. The organelles which are present in the cell. So what we see, students, endoplasmic reticulum. ER. That is the largest membrane bound organelle. Largest membrane bound organelle in eukaryotic cells and performs a variety of essential cellular functions including protein synthesis, processing, lipid synthesis, and calcium ion storage and release. They'll ask you a question. What are the functions of endoplasmic reticulum? Tell me, students, what is your answer? What are the functions of ER?
Transfers proteins and lipids.
So here we have given the functions. This is the cell you see, cytoplasm, a rough endoplasmic, rough, RUOG, rough. What is the difference between rough and smooth? Two types of. What is the difference between rough and smooth? This is important. They have asked in the paper many times. Rough has got what?
Ribosomes.
Ribosomes. That is why it looks rough. So nucleus is there, nuclear envelope is there, plasma membrane is there, centriole, lysosomes, ribosomes. These are ribosomes, mitochondria, cytoplasm, nucleus, Golgi apparatus. All this we will study. They are all the organelles of the cell. Why do you need different organelles? Because different functions will be done by different organelles, and they have to have a membrane. Otherwise, they cannot function. Okay. The one function of ER is to serve as a channel for the transport of materials, especially proteins. Proteins are being manufactured inside the body, but they have to be transported between various regions of the cytoplasm or between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. The ER also functions as a cytoplasmic framework, providing a surface for some of the biochemical activities of the cell. So biochemical reactions are taking place inside the cell. Some surface is required. ER will do that, and it will transport of materials. Mainly, we are talking of proteins between various regions of cytoplasm. You have seen cytoplasm is a jelly type of fluid. So there will be transportation of the proteins between various regions of cytoplasm. The ER also function as a cytoplasmic framework, providing a surface for some of the biochemical activities of the cell. In the liver cells of group of animals called vertebrates, SCR plays a crucial role in detoxifying many poisons and drugs. So, in many animals called vertebrates, what happens? This also plays a role. SCR plays a crucial role. SER plays a crucial role. What it does, detoxifying many poisons. It detoxifies many poisons and drugs which are present inside the body, which are present inside the cells. This is a plant cell, which diagram is, which has been shown. Plant cells, plant cell, they have what you can see: cell wall, adjacent cell wall, mitochondria, ribosomes, cytoplasm, chloroplast. You know, chloroplast gives colors. Smooth endoplastic reticum, adjacent cell wall, Golgi apparatus, nuclear plasma membrane, chloroplast nucleus, rough endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome. All this is a picture of the plant cell with its different parts. Okay, note down everything. Another organelle of the another organelle of the prokaryotic cell, Golgi apparatus. What is a Golgi apparatus? The Golgi apparatus, also known as Golgi complex, Golgi body, or simply Golgi, is an organelle found in eukaryotic cell. It is a part of the endomembrane system in the cytoplasm. It packages proteins into membrane-bound vessels inside the cell before the vessels are sent to their destination. What it will do? Protein is being synthesized. What it will do? Pack the proteins into membrane-bound vesicles inside the cells, and then the cells will be transported, sent to the destination. It resides at the intersection of the secretory, lysosomal, and endoplasmic pathway. It is of particular importance in processing proteins for secretion, containing a set of glycylation enzymes that attach various sugar monomers to proteins as proteins move through the apparatus. So what is going to happen? Proteins will be synthesized, they will be packed, and they will be sent. They will move. So this is a Golgi apparatus. This has many parts: transphase, security vehicles, lumen, incoming transport vesicle, cis phase, newly forming vesicles. This is your Golgi apparatus. Golgi body, Golgi body, Golgi. It is an organelle present in the cell. The Golgi apparatus, first described by Camillo Golgi, scientist. He was the first to describe about it. Consists of system of membrane-bound vesicles, flattened sacs arranged approximately parallel to each other in stacks called cisterns. These membranes often have connections with the membranes of ER and therefore constitute another portion of complex cellular membrane system. There is a network of all this which is inside the cells, as you will see. The material synthesized near ER is packaged and dispatched to various targets inside and outside of the cell through the Golgi apparatus. Now you understand what is the function of the Golgi. What is the function of the Golgi apparatus? Tell me.
Sir, it transports all the material which is synthesized near the ER.
Packaged and dispatched to various targets inside the outside the cell through the Golgi apparatus. It also functions include the storage, modification, and packaging of products in the vesicles. In some cases, complex sugars may be made from simple sugars in the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. So many things are being made and synthesized, including complex sugars. And the Golgi apparatus, this is involved in storage, modification, and packaging. Storage, modification, storage is there, modification is there, and packaging of products, in vesicles, and in some cases complex sugar may be made from simple sugars in the Golgi apparatus. It is also involved in formation of, what is happening, formation of lysosomes. All this is happening in the Golgi apparatus. So there are membranes have connection with membranes ER and therefore constitute another portion of complex cellular membrane system. Note down everything. Golgi apparatus and its function as important have been asked in the paper many times. They have asked it many times. Why the name Golgi? Camillo Golgi, scientist, was born near Vesica 1843. He studied medicine at the University of Pavia. After graduating in 1865, he continued to work in Pavia at Hospital of San Matteo. At the time, most of his investigations were concerned with the nervous system. In 1872, he accepted the post of chief medical officer at the Hospital of Chronically Sick at Ambigo. He first started his investigation into the various nervous system in little kitchen of his hospital, which he had converted into a laboratory. However, the work of greatest importance which Golgi carried out was a revolutionary method of staining individual nerve and cell structures. The method is referred as black reaction. This method uses a weak solution of silver nitrate and is particularly valuable in tracing the processes and most delicate ramification of the cells. All through his life, he continued to work on these lines, modifying and improving this technique. Golgi received highest honors and awards in he shared Nobel Prize in 1996 with Sanchio Remo Kegel for their work in the structure of the nervous system. So what we are studying, organelles present in the cells, their structure and functions. What is important? What we study? Structure, two things, and functions of the different organelles of the cell. The fundamental unit is cell, and cell has got organelles which we are studying. Rough and smooth ER, you have seen the difference. Ribosomes are present, ribosomes are absent. All this makes important point and difference. All right, note down every information is important, students. What are lyosomes? Lyosomes are membrane bound sacs filled with digestive enzymes. Membrane bound. This is your lyosome membrane. This is a membrane, and inside this you can see protein and enzymes. Membrane bound sacs filled with digestive proteins. Inside that, but you have digestive proteins. Digestive enzymes are present. Here there are proteins. Proteins are enzymes. Digestive enzymes. Most of the enzymes are proteins. As I said, there are different types of proteins and large number of enzymes inside the working. Inside the digestive system also. These enzymes are made by RER. Lyosomes are a kind of waste disposal of the cell. These help to keep the cell clean by digesting any foreign material as well as worn out cell organs. A kind of waste disposal system of the cell, and they keep the cell clean by digesting the foreign materials as well as worn out cell organs. When cells are dying, wearing off, tearing off, whatever worn out, then they will also clean up all this. Foreign materials entering into cells such as bacteria or food, as well as old organelles end up in the lyosomes, which break complex substances into simpler substances. So lyosomes will break complex substances into simple, which are able to do this because they contain powerful digestive enzymes capable of breaking down all organic materials. So they have very powerful digestive enzymes. What will they do? They will break down. ठीक है, break down the complex organic materials. Complex organic material. They will break down. During the disturbance in cellular metabolism, for example, when cells get damaged, lysosome may burst and the enzymes digest to their own soul. Therefore, lyosomes are also known as suicide bags of the cell. Lyosomes are also called suicide bags of a cell. Suicide bags of a cell. Why they are called suicide bags of a cell? What is your answer?
They can burst and digest their own cell.
So they sacrifice themselves in order to they may burst and enzyme digest their own cell. So these enzymes digest their own cells. They are known as suicide bags of the cell whenever there will be disturbance in the cellular metabolism. Why they will do so? When there is a disturbance in cellular metabolism. Whenever there is a disturbance in cellular metabolism, they burst and digest their own cell. Okay, lyosomes. Here you see powerful enzymes. Here, all this. This is a membrane. This is lyosomes. Now we coming to another important organelle. What are the other important mitochondria? What is this? What it will do? Mitochondria. They are powerhouses of the cell. Powerhouses of the cell. Mitochondria have two membrane coverings. It has two membrane coverings, outer membrane and inner membrane. See, there is a two, outer membrane and inner membrane. Outer and inner membrane. Outer membrane is porous while inner membrane is deeply folded. These folds increase surface area for ATP. The outer membrane is porous while inner is deeply folded. These folds increase surface area for. When there are folds, what will happen? The surface area for ATP generating chemical reaction increases. You know, more the surface area, more reaction can take place. The energy required for various chemical activity needed for life is released by this mitochondria in the form of ATP. You know, adenine triphosphate, ATP, is called the currency of the energy. This molecule can release energy. Is known as energy currency of the cell. Energy currency of the cell is ATP, adenine triphosphate. This will give energy for various chemical activities needed, but it will give energy for various chemical activities. So energy is required for various chemical activities. Where will it come from? It will be released by mitochondria in the form of ATP. In the form of ATP, the body uses energy stored in ATP for making new chemical compounds and for mechanical. What your body is doing? New chemical compounds are being made, and you are also doing mechanical work. For example, my hand is moving, I am writing with this pen. So whatever mechanical work I am doing, that needs energy. Where it will come from? It is coming from the ATP. And which organelle is providing it? Mitochondria. Therefore it is called powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell, one which provides power. Powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria are strange organelles in the sense they have their own DNA and ribosomes. Therefore, they are able to make some of their own proteins. Important. They can make their own proteins. They have their own DNA and ribosomes. What they have? They have their own DNA and ribosomes. Ribosomes. So they can make their own proteins. Proteins are being synthesized, are being made in these cells, and they are required by the body, and they can make it. Note down everything, students. Note down everything. Powerhouses of the cells. These are the powerhouses of the cells. Then there are plastids. Plastids. Plastids are present only in plant cells. In plant cells, you have seen green colored pigments. There are two types of plastids: chloroplasts, colored plastids, and lysoplasts, white or colorless plastids. Chromoplasts containing the pigment chlorophyll are known as chloroplasts. Chlorophyll, what is the function of chlorophyll? In plants, what they do, what the chlorophyll does. It's a green colored pigment. It absorbs the
Yes,
sunlight.
sir.
Sunlight.
Yes, sir.
Chloroplasts are important for photosynthesis in plants. These chloroplasts, what they do? Photosynthesis. We have already told you what is photosynthesis, and what is that which absorbs sun energy. There is a green colored pigment which is called chlorophyll, which absorbs sun rays, carbon dioxide, water, and then they are able to prepare their own food. Chloroplasts also contain various yellow or orange pigments. In addition to chlorophyll, lysoplasts are primary organelles in which materials such as starch, oils, and proteins are stored. Lysoplasts. So chloroplasts are colored, lysoplasts are white or colorless. Inside the lysoplast, what is stored? Lysoplasts. They are white color or colorless. What is stored in them? Starch, oils, protein granules. There are protein granules are stored. The internal organism of chloroplast consists of numerous membrane layers embedded in material called stroma. These are similar to mitochondria if in external structure. Like mitochondria, plastids also have their own DNA and ribosomes. Some of the types have been shown here. Plastids, chloroplast, lysoplast, amyloplast, planetoplast, atio, and plastid. These are all plastids which are present in the plants, and they can give different type of color. There is a membrane, there is stroma, lumen inside, lamella, thiacloid. These are the structures of the plastids. So chromoplast, which is green colored plastids, the structure and their function should be known to us students. So we are ending up the lecture here, and you will also get video recording. Kindly share the videos with all your friends and ask them to subscribe this channel. It requires very large amount of hard work to do all this work. It will need 3 to 4 hours to prepare the lesson and then deliver it to the students. So we want that more and more students should subscribe and take benefit of the course. Okay. All right. Please send to 5 or 10 students the video recordings. We will be thankful. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then I will see you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.